But I'm going to start off first with, you know, just erasing some of the rough out, right? Kind of have like the basic composition that I'm going for. I wanted to have Batman kind of like, not grappling, but what's it, wrangling or something with ManBat here. He's using that lasso grappling hook tool to get his mouth, you know, get it to open backwards so it don't bite him or something. That's kind of the action that I was going for. And you have Batman doing some kind of like trapeze move or something. And ManBat's hand is going to be over here opened, right? Like the wings on his hands, right? Because bats, the wings come out of their hands. So usually when I'm doing a figure like this, I want to start with the torso, because the torso is kind of like the center, right? So we have the rib cage over here, the other side of the rib cage over here with the lats, right? The back muscle. And the back muscle is going to be stretched out because the arm is flaring out, right? Because the back muscle controls that pulling motion of the arm. So here it's kind of like, well actually, should it be, yeah, it should be going backwards like that. Okay, good. And then you have the serratus muscle here. Want to make sure the shoulders are stretched completely, going that way. And then they contract with the chest. A completely stretched tricep, because that arm will be kind of pointing down. I'm probably going to fix some of the anatomy again later, but for now I'll see what happens. Alright, you can kind of see the basic motion already. Now I want to make sure the traps are not fully blown up, but you know, just, it looks like they're, what's the word? Like they're pulling the shoulder blades back. I mean the shoulders back. It's hard to do that already when it's, you know, when I drew the shoulders all popped up. I feel like the shoulders will, well, not overshadow it, what's the word? Shoulders kind of distract you from it. Because the thing about Batman is like, he's like a big gymnast guy, right? So I think the shoulders have to be always massive. Gymnasts have like really big biceps and shoulders usually. See, I don't know what kind of eyes to go with here, so I'm probably just going to leave it blank for now. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the face right now. I'll probably go in and fix it later. It's kind of like a placeholder right now. Yeah. Because the thing about Batman is like he's 6'1" or 6'2" or something, right? And at the same time, he has like a gymnast physique. So on a taller person, gymnast physiques tend to look a little weird. Because most gymnasts are like really short in real life. Most of them don't pass. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't watch much professional gymnastics, whatever the Olympic stuff. But when I see the Olympics, I don't think most of them pass 6 feet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. And now here, like the abs are kind of gonna be going that way because the crotch is over here, right? So the abs have to turn, and then we're gonna be seeing the obliques here from the side. So it's like a really dynamic twist movement. You see the upper body twisting this way and the lower body twisting that way, and that's what creates power in the human body. Like if you're throwing a punch, like here, if this will be like a great left arm punch, right? Because the torso is turning this way, and so it gives the punch torque, right? It's like a physics thing, right? Or it's like the circular force, I think that's what it was. I forgot. But the hips is where the power comes from. It turns the upper body, and boom, power goes that way. So here the power is going this way, and he's gonna be pulling this rope that's coming from behind ManBat's neck, and it's pulling his face that way. So when you're thinking about drawing, it's all about physics, right? It's not about, well, it's physics first and then making it look pretty, because it's not going to look pretty if it doesn't make sense. Because at the end of the day, it's not abstract. So it's you know, like there could be micro facets of the drawing that will be abstracts, or whatever the word is for it, I don't know, but it'll be certain things that can be abstract within the drawing, but the main overall thing cannot be abstract if you're going for something that's like a concrete idea. So right now I'm just trying to figure out all the physics behind all the movements and stuff, and then we'll see what happens, and you could start having fun with it. I'll have like the bat logo here somewhere. Because I want to have that chest muscle kind of popping up. Because it's, yeah, I feel like his spine is going to be, I mean, he's a flexible guy, right? It's Batman. But yeah, that's like a bad posture for the spine. But if you're going fast enough, like, your body just becomes more flexible to like accustomed to stuff. Like you'll notice if you swing your leg fast enough, you'll be in a more flexible, or you'll be in a position that requires more flexibility than if you did it statically. I feel like I gotta shorten this part more. So I forgot what lead I used for the rough sketch. So, you know, I'm probably gonna have this area here. I can't have the spine too stretched out. So, and then I'll have this leg like that. Kind of have like the hip over here, right? And the glute muscles. That leg is way too long. Let's kind of fade everything out, start again. Alright, rib cage, right? Now, spine is going to be going that way and then connecting here, right? So the base of the spine is over here. Now we'll have the hips connect to it, and I want the hips to be going that way. Probably have to have So the hips are here and going forward. Abs there. Oblique here. Oblique here. And we'll have the utility belt going around here. Looks a little better than before. It's kind of like doing a crunch, right? And so the hips are kind of going forward. God damn it. It's a really weird position. So I'm probably gonna have to do it a few times. Because I want to have a really dynamic position, because the picture will look, you know, lame if it isn't. So I'm trying to kind of imagine myself in that position, right? Where, like, I'm trying to imagine it, and like this part here should be stretched that way. All right. I think I gotta make this arm longer. Actually, I want to have it more like a pulling motion to look more dynamic. So this arm is just gonna be bam, coming forward like that, and then I want to have shit, that's not good. So it's gonna be like he's gonna be, I want it to be pulling it, but it's gonna, I want to make it look cool at the same time. Like, I want to increase the tension. So to do that, I'm gonna have to make sure that the bicep is looking like it's being used. So it has to be a bulging shape like that. And the forearms has to be like, it's gonna be more angular shapes. Hand has to be going backwards. It's pulling. All right. It's looking a bit better. Chest muscle like that. I'm gonna change the face a bit more. Make the head a bit bigger. So I want to make the traps engaged this time. Right. Get some rear delts in there. Right. looking a bit better. I'll leave the head for now because I don't want to get too detailed into that. It's its own thing. Because of the perspective, we should be seeing the top of the upper body, so the traps should be seen in the insides of like this area between the collarbone and the, so pretty much the top of the rib cage. That's what I'm trying to say. I still think the trap on this side should be activated, and then the trap on this side is the one that will be relaxed. Not relaxed, but more of like a, it gives room for the arm to just do its own thing, pushing down onto the cable wire that he's pulling. Now let's focus back to the core area, right? So that's gonna be like belly button area here, crotch over here, or the groin or whatever it's called. We'll have utility belt over here. No, I got an idea. So the reason why I wasn't looking right was because this thigh is going that way, right? So the bone, so that's the leg, right? That's the inside of the leg. And so the one on the bottom kind of has to have that same kind of perspective, because if it doesn't, the knee gets torn. So same thing with the ankles. Alright, looking better. I still think I have to foreshorten this arm a bit more. I'll do it again. Like make the arm start from higher. Alright, looking a bit better. No, I think I gotta fix that leg a bit. So because it is shooting forward, quad muscles are relaxed. Let me see how big the leg is. So it's two of these, right? Usually the chest area is kind of the same size as that. Yeah, it seems decent. Yeah. Now that I got Batman's anatomy in more concrete, time for ManBat. Alright, so with ManBat, he's got like that vampire bat type snout. So with creatures and monsters, it's always better to have, you know, your teeth directly kind of just come out of the skin, man. Makes it look scarier. You know? Makes it look more reptile-like. Even though I know, you know, bats are mammals. They're like flying rats, but when you do this, kind of gives like a more vicious, predator, you know, type look. See? Like it's already beginning to look a bit scarier, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I just want to kind of have these stretch into the ears. Yeah, I should make that eye a little bit bigger. I just want to show the eye on that side too. It looks cool. All right, now for the I'm gonna give him some hair, but not too long. Not liking the bottom row of teeth. Usually an animal that, you know, has a strong jaw. Some animals have a crest, right, where the jaw muscles connect to like gorillas and grizzly bears and stuff like that. But monster like this, I'll just give it big jaws from the side. You know, like bats, they have long tongues just because like they eat nectar and stuff. You know, but this one here probably just eats people, so. I honestly forgot what ManBat does in the comics. He just goes around like doing creature stuff, you know? I don't know. I forgot. It was a long time ago since I watched the cartoons or read a ManBat comic. I remember reading the Neil Adams. Was it Neil Adams? I forgot. And then remember, there's always a connector on the bottom of the tongue. And then it connects to like that area behind the teeth. So we'll have, you know what, let's curve the tooth a little bit. So we kind of like see the bottom of it. have a bunch of messed up teeth here. Let's have that. All right, that's nice. That's good for the face. I want to give him like a thick coat of fur here, but then I want to have the shoulders exposed and like the muscle. So I want to have the shoulder muscles connecting here, chest muscle connection here, because I want to have the veins in them too, you know. And here we'll just have like the connections. Here we'll have the neck muscles. Right. I'll have just the hair like just being on his back. And like the inside of the body, right here will just be all like just skin. So kind of Batman's kind of stopping that arm by flying into it with his leg. Now, I want to be able to show that, what's it called? It's going to be an area here with a lot of details, and so the way to make sure it doesn't get lost when you start inking or painting or whatever you're doing is to plan it out thoroughly when you're penciling, right? So make sure I have the anatomy of the leg remembered, right? So that's how it's going to look like. Then you have that arm here and that forearm, and now the hand is going to be here. Alright, so it's going to be one finger here for the wings. And then I'm going to have thumb here. Just like the inside of every finger area, right? So wherever, if we're gonna have to, if I'm gonna draw the paw marks, I don't know, but then have like continuation for the finger segments, and then the hands just go all the way down. Kind of have just the hair continue. I still feel like I gotta make the arm bigger now. Alright, where's the eraser? So I'm gonna have that shoulder roll a little bit forward. So that's going to be like the neck, right? Now this side I'm going to have to make bigger also. Kind of like the shape now better. Now after getting those big shapes in, just kind of like go with that random feeling, right? And then start to like make stuff up, you know, and get it to like flow together. So that's going to be the new chest here. Bam. So now it matches better with this side, you see? And that shoulder, like just that beefy piece right here. Now I'll have like a connection into there. Have whatever muscle that is, man. It's like I want it to be like a very sinewy looking tendon filled monster, you know? Now we'll have the pinky, right? All right, now we got all that. All right, looking good. Let me zoom out. All right. Now time for ManBat's legs. Let's see. So here we got the chest, rib cage, right? And then we got have like a knee over here and the knee over there. So this knee oh, no, those look like talons. No, that's not good. This is the challenging part. It's coming up with the design of the creature, because it can't just be anything, you know. So I'm gonna give him a regular foot. So like a more human looking foot, except it's not human, and maybe the big toe will be further away from the little toes, so it'll be like more like a regular hand, you know. And maybe give it some webbing too. Oh yeah, and Batman's cape, can't forget that. So, this is going to be a problem here, because we want the cape to be used as like kind of like a guiding thing, you know? So I'm going to add like a tear in the cape, right? Like that. Boom. Right, and I want to use it to kind of just, you see this circular motion here? So I kind of just want to use the cape. Actually, no, that's. So I'll think of the reverse motion. So Batman's flying that way, the cape should be going the other way. Or it's kind of like a swing, so maybe the cape is just going that way. Yeah, so I'll have the cape just kind of just going that way. Just swirling. And on the edge over here, kind of have like some kind of like nailed in ironwork with pipes and stuff. All right. I was gonna have a building in the back here, but I could just, you know, add something in. It'll be like just like a regular building design. It was gonna be like a clock tower, but I think that would ruin all the what's it called? It would just add too much. It would just be way too much. Just adding a water tower here. And maybe we'll add a gargoyle up here. I like some kind of a brick pattern to it. And then maybe the moon here in the background. Just shining moonlight around his face. And the shadows will begin to thicken out at the borders, and so you'll just get more of a, yeah, so that should be it. That was kind of the full process of planning this piece out. No, now it's not, of course it's not finished, right? I'm still gonna go in and edit some more, but this is the overall idea of how I kind of just, I didn't really show the composition in the beginning, how I was thinking about it, but this is more of the step where I was just describing all of how the anatomy gets set up, right? But here, oh yeah, and also this cable wire here, right? It's gonna be going behind him, right? No, sorry. It's gonna be going behind the neck. So behind the neck, and then from each side. So this one's gonna be going to that end, and then the one from this side is gonna be going to this end. Got it? Yeah. So this one here I'm gonna erase. That was an accident. And then I'll have some more, like, you know, just wires around here, because why not? And maybe it'll, you know, connect to there. Yeah, looking forward to finishing this piece. I don't know if I'm going to record the rest of the process, but probably should. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, let me know if you got any questions and, you know, stuff like that. Thanks for watching, and keep drawing.